This march is going to be introduced to a whole new generation.
Sean Dove brought his twin 13-year-old sons here to learn some powerful life lessons.
I think I really want to learn how black men and boys can bond together.
Being sick and tired of being sick and tired. So really a real call to action this time.
There is a matter of accountability that is most critical here, and that is recognizing that we have to hold one another accountable within our own community.
We can make a change. We can turn this around.
I started my own newspaper, I started my own not-for-profit, and never really realized that it was off of the energy of what I saw then, but now when I look back on it, I attribute it exactly to what I experienced in 1995.
Unity Weekend is this weekend, and there's something called the Honorable Man Rally. I have someone here to share information about that, Kenneth Braswell.
Tonight we headed over to the church, to New Bethel Baptist Church, to meet the pastor, to meet Deneen and other folks, hang out some flyers, or to hand out some flyers, and to meet some of the folks at the church, hopefully to encourage them to come out on Friday night to the Honorable Man Rally.
And the Honorable Man is what we all should be striving to be. And the Honorable Man is not perfect. He's just a man who understands his morals and his values. He understands the importance of family and the importance of life and the importance of future and children. And he does anything in his realm of possibilities to ensure that he is always viewed, if nothing else, as honorable.
We as fathers and mothers and sisters and brothers come together tonight to celebrate the honorable man.
We want you to be engaged. I know in some places they would tell you to put your phones down. We're gonna ask you to pick your phones up. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna ask each of you to find 2 people to take a selfie. I'm gonna give you 2 minutes.
You know, I know that this is the anniversary of the 20th Million Man March that we're celebrating. But you know, the reason that they marched is because years before that, people marched. And I'm reminded of the fact that before those marches, there were often gatherings to prepare for the march, to prepare for the work. And they would gather in works, they would gather in churches and in sanctuaries all over the place, and they would pray and they would call on the name of their God in order that they might have power for the fight.
I just wanted to briefly come by and say how proud we are of all of you African men. When Minister Farrakhan issued the call in '95, those who were living long enough at that time can remember the call to action was about fathers.
Every last one of you are leaders. You may not recognize yourself as one, but you are.
So the first step to being an honorable man at a fatherhood event is recognizing our Heavenly Father. So I want to thank God for this opportunity. When Patrick started this event, he talked about goals. Every day I wake up, I'm reminded that God honors decency and order. So I use the letters of the word goal with the S at the end to guide my day. So that's God, opportunity, access, love, and support.
And I remember the last time I was in D.C. with my sons, it was 5 years ago for a Father's Day celebration where the president spoke. It was in Southeast D.C., and I had an opportunity to sit in the gallery when the president spoke. Kenny, you were there, you remember. On the way back on I-95, they weren't talking about meeting the president. They were talking about the night that we had before, hanging out with Dad. They were talking about the road trip. It was all about us, and I realized that I'm their hero, right? I'm their hero, and we are all their heroes. So I want to commend all the fathers.
And so when Sean talked about this not just being my work, I tell my family all the time, this
Fathers Incorporated is about family, but we are a family business. And in order to make this thing work, my family has to work first. And this whole night tonight for me is about encouraging you to have the spirit of Joseph, to be the kind of man who is trustworthy, who people can trust you based on not only your words, but on your deeds, right? To be giving of yourself, to give to people even when you don't have it. Because blessings come when you give it from your heart, not from your pocket without thought. When you are called, you must answer. If you're an honorable man, when you are called, you answer. Dishonorable men don't answer. Right?
Turn that way, facing the back. Ladies, stand up for a minute. What kind of world would this be if this was your reality? That when you woke up in the morning and looked out your eyes, that you saw a wealth of honorable men that stood together, that was there to stand in the gap of any and everything that you need. Wouldn't you call this a blessing?